It's not looking good for Donald Trump as his physical and mental health deteriorate before our very eyes. The signs are everywhere, quite literally. There are signs everywhere telling him where he is. And you may say, well, that's just Donald Trump putting up golden signage. He likes that. Yeah, but there are a lot of people who are saying this is helping him like it helps people with dementia just kind of know where they are. So he has big letters right outside the Rose Garden saying, the Rose Garden, or right by the West Wing. He has the golden letters saying, the West Wing, or right by the Oval Office, it says, the Oval Office, so he knows where he is. I was seeing this video circulate yesterday where he was on Air Force One, and it said, aboard Air Force One. Yeah, you are aboard Air Force One, Donald. And then he made a social media post begging the Supreme Court to reconsider its ruling where it struck down his tariffs against the world. And so he said, oh no, now I'm going to have to issue refunds. Can you reconsider? Can we do a redo? Can we have another hearing? That's just not the way the Supreme Court works. What the hell are you talking about? Here's what Donald Trump posted on Friday. The recent decision of the United States Supreme Court concerning tariffs could allow for hundreds of billions of dollars to be returned. Yeah, we know that. That's the whole point, because you unlawfully stole money from American companies, which were passed on to the American consumers in the form of higher prices. And so, yeah, this was a tax on the American people. You have to return the money that you stole, Donald. And then he goes, I'm sure the Supreme Court did not have this in mind. They absolutely did, because you stole people's money. And Donald Trump goes on to say, is a rehearing or re-adjudication of this case possible? Is it possible? And one of the big problems with the rantings and ravings of an absolute lunatic, of someone who's cognitively and physically deteriorating, is this then finds its way into actual legal briefs as well. Because after he posted that on social media, you have the Department of Justice making a filing in the United States Federal Circuit Court of Appeals where the companies that won in the Supreme Court are saying, we want our refunds. And they're telling the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals, we want a mandate to issue and we want now our refunds. It should happen right away. But you have Donald Trump's DOJ following his demented social media posts. And here's what they write in their filing. Plaintiffs also claim hasty issuance of the mandate is necessary to facilitate the refund processes in cases that are in the Court of International Trade. So just look at the way Trump's DOJ was framing that. Hasty issuance of the mandate is necessary to facilitate the refund process. Yeah, you all lost in front of the Supreme Court. It's not hasty. Just give the money back because you stole it. And then one of the things they put in their filing before the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals is that the coming process will take time. And then it cites cases where refunds take 7 years to be fully provided by the United States. So you see how Donald Trump's demented mind actually becomes, it actually finds its way into legal filings right there. But then it gets worse and worse and worse from there. I mean, earlier in the day, yesterday, Donald Trump, when he was in Corpus Christi, he just started saying, come here. I want you to look at that. Look at that, everybody. Do you see all of that? Here, play this clip right here.
Like that, I can't tell you. But I do like, come here. Do you want to see something nice? Come here. Look at that. Right out of Venezuela. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
And then earlier in the day, he talked about doing a friendly takeover of Cuba. He goes, they may just give it to us. We're going to do a friendly takeover. Here, play this clip.
The Cuban government is talking with us. They're in a big deal of trouble, as you know. They have no money. They have no anything right now. But they're talking with us. And maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba. We could very well end up having a friendly takeover of Cuba.
What about the votes?
After many, many years, we've had a lot of years of dealing with Cuba. I've been hearing about Cuba since I'm a little boy, but they're in big trouble, and we could very well, something good, I think very positive for the people that were expelled or worse from Cuba that live here. You know, we have people living here that want to go back to Cuba, and they're very happy with what's going on.
He then bragged about how the Dow was over $50,000 when actually it's not, and it was $48,000 or 40. Sorry, not $48,000, 48,000 points at the time, and he was saying it was over 50,000 points, and it was actually under 49,000 points. Here, just listen to what he said. Play this clip.
They buy stocks without 401ks. It matters a lot. Our stock market's going through. You know, we beat 50,000 on the Dow. They said